Hello and welcome to CloudFox Hub. My name is Bhavesh Atara. You are learning Amazon SQS. Now, you are aware about all the FIFO queue setting. So, we want to understand FIFO queue with hands-on lab. Let's start. Here, I am inside my AWS SQS console. I want to create FIFO queue, so I just selected FIFO here. Now, here I have to give my queue name. When we are creating FIFO queue, the rule is queue name must end with .FIFO. So, I just give this name test.FIFO. Here we have this FIFO queue settings. Right now, I'm not going to change this, but let me explain you a little bit about this. If the content-based deduplication is off, it means your SQS queue is not going to detect duplicate messages based on message body. Now, in the FIFO queue, duplicate messages are not allowed. So, if content-based deduplication is disabled, how your queue is going to detect duplicate message? So, in this case, your queue is going to detect duplicate messages based on deduplication ID, and deduplication ID will be added by producer application itself, right? So if you have content-based deduplication disabled, means your producer app must send deduplication ID, and based on this, your FIFO queue is going to detect duplicate messages, right? Okay. Then deduplication scope. We don't want duplicate messages across the queue. So here we have two options. If you want to detect deduplicate messages within message group only, you should select this. And you want to detect duplicate messages within queue, you have to select this one. Right now, I'm just going with the default settings. FIFO queue settings, content-based deduplication is off, means we need deduplication ID, and we are going to detect duplicate messages across the queue. Okay, so I'm not going to change anything. Let's create our queue based on this, and let me tell you, you can change the settings after creating queue as well. So we will do it for the testing, right? Let me click on create queue. Okay, my queue is now ready, and if you want to change any settings of the queue, you can change it from here by clicking on edit. So what I'm doing, I'm going to open this into the new tab. So we can find out that, okay, what is our current settings, right? So this is our current setting. Content-based deduplication is off and deduplication scope is queue. Now we are going to test this. How you can do this? You have to go to the send and receive messages from the queue. Now the first thing is we have to add message body. So what I'm doing, I'm going to add message body like payment done. I have to add group ID. Let's add group 1 and message deduplication ID. I have to add this deduplication ID. Why? Because here we have content-based deduplication is off. If it is on, then it is not compulsory to add a deduplication ID. That we will check it out as well. But let's complete this phase 1. And here in the deduplication ID, I'm going to add ID 1. Now, I'm going to send this particular message. If you look at over here, messages available in the queue is 0. And when I will send this message, if SQS queue will accept this message, here message available ID will be 1. Send message. And look at this. Here, message available is now 1, means my message is now accepted by queue. Simple. Now what I'm doing, I'm not going to change message body. It will be same. I'm not going to change group ID. Okay, it will be as it is. I am just going to change ID. Okay, I'm just going to change this. So what will happen? If ID is different, deduplication ID is different, then queue will accept this message. Why? Because right now, message deduplication is totally depend on the ID. It is not going to verify message body, group ID, nothing. It is just going to verify this ID. Okay. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just going to change this ID from 1 to 2. So my deduplication ID has been changed now. And now I'm going to send message and look at this. What is actually happening over here? Our queue is going to accept this message or not. Okay. So let me click on send message and look at this. I got 2 over here, means message accepted by the queue. Why? Because we are actually detecting duplicate messages based on ID. We are not looking at message body. Okay. So this is simple process. Now let's test this again. And what I'm doing right now, I'm going to add ID 1 only. Now in our queue, we have same message with same ID, right? My first message was ID 1. So I'm just sending duplicate message. Okay. So again, it is ID 1 now, and I'm going to send this message. There is a message already available in the queue. So I'm going to click on send message and look at this. Here, number is as it is, means queue is not accepting this message. Within 5 minutes, it can detect this, right? So if you just click on send message within 5 minutes, it is not going to accept this. Yes, after 5 minutes, if I'm going to send this, it is able to do this, right? So it is able to accept this. So this is our first testing, right? Okay. Now, what I am doing, I'm going to my queue settings. How we can go to this? Look, this is my queue. Okay. Here we have this option purge. So you just need to click on purge. Now, when you click on the purge, it is going to get confirmation from you and it is going to delete all the messages from the queue. So now my queue will have 0 message. Let me refresh. Right? 0 messages. So now we are going to start again with new settings. So here we have this queue details. Going to click on edit. And what I am doing, I am going to select or I'm going to on this content-based deduplication. Now, content-based deduplication is on. And here, I'm going to save these settings. Right? Now, let's refresh this again and just find out what is the change. If you look at over here, message deduplication ID is now optional because we have this content-based deduplication enable, right? We have this setting enable, means now my queue is going to detect duplicate messages based on message body. It is not dependent on deduplication ID. Okay. And that's why I'm getting optional over here because now we do not need to add deduplication ID. Message body will be deciding factor for the duplicate messages. And now SQS queue is going to verify this. Okay. So we are going to perform same process again. Let's say that here I'm going to add this.
Thanks for watching. To continue learning AWS with structured lessons, real labs, practice tests, and live sessions with Bhavesh Atara, join our full course at www.cloudfolkshub.com. For any help, call 982-575-7737. All course details are provided in the description.